Okay, chat, let's begin the rolls. All right, so like I said, Aesc is a fantastic unit. She's absolutely great. My advice to you guys has been to consider rolling on her because, again, that third skill and the utility that it provides is so good in so many different scenarios. But it's not a like, oh my god, you have to have it and you're gimped if you don't have her type situation. It's just good enough that everybody should consider whether or not to acquire her. It warrants attention. So in my case, we're going to go after her. She is NP5 for me because she's a saber-face. This is just the way I always am. So we're just going to kind of start out here with the paid single, and then we're gonna test our odds here to see how deep we can go. But yeah, this is going to be my, I think this is my 4th NP5 this year already. So, oh, you know, it might help if I went and grabbed tickets out of the shop here real fast. And remember, there is a double stack for anniversary in effect. I'm gonna grab that. I don't remember if I already grabbed the ones for the month. Yeah, looks like I did. Okay, we'll get that. I did already get all the stuff out of my present box, I believe. Yeah. And now we'll start out with the tickets here. I'll only do the first 10 tickets because, well, we are sitting at 8. I guess I could get more if I went off and did the memorials, but it's fine. I'll end up doing all of it anyways. I got my collection copy and ran with 7 multis easy. And 7 multis still 210 quartz, so still sizable, but yeah, I don't blame you. If all you're after is collection, there's no problem with it. Again, it's a saber face, chat. I collect every saber face all the way up to NP5. I am quote unquote the saber face guy in that regard. I always have been this way. I think like early on, my early days in FGO, I didn't want to necessarily go to like NP5 of the units, but I've always been all about the saber faces. I've been doing saber face only runs of the story all the way since Babylonia. So it's been a thing. Nothing but C's. Oof. Which one is better for the GSSR? The one with Cuckoo or the one with Tiamat? I'd have to look at the pools again to see. I don't have them right in front of me. Who's in each one, if you can tell me. And a Tamamo spook. Oof. There we go, Chasmatis already. So again, this one's a really, really nice C. I'll actually show it to you guys here real fast. So Chasmatis, again, it's basically 50% non-MLB, but it's 60% if I remember correctly at MLB. And it's also overcharge and NP gain. And it is all attack scaling, so it is definitely nice in that regard. I do really like Chasmatis. It's I'm not gonna say like it's one of those Cs that you're gonna use every day, because it's certainly not. But it is a good enough CE that I have actually used it. I think twice on JP. So that should kind of bear worth mentioning, because you guys know how CEs are at this point in the game. There's so many like really solid CEs, and you just keep using the same couple of ones over and over again. So the fact that I've even used Chasmatis should tell you it's good enough for that consideration. Do I need Aesc if I'm trying to make a Gogi team? No, I wouldn't say you do. Cuckoo, Breedomart, Sindo, Rikyu. I mean, I don't feel like any of those units are bad, but yeah, I think Sindo Rikyu is actually the other good get there as a Black Grail looping AoE quick berserker. So if you want, like, you know, again, somebody like Musashi or Ibuki Berserker, but instead as a quick variety, yeah, that's a good pickup. I think a lot of people look down on Sindo Rikyu, but Sindo Rikyu has always had a very solid kit. Is Musashi still worth it in P1? Which Musashi? Saber or Berserker? Cad's the General Grievous when it comes to saber faces? Yes. This will make a fine addition to my collection. GSSR and Destiny Order gave me Pope Johanna and Medusa Saber. Is that good? Both are new servants for me. Yes, I actually think that's fine. I don't know why I've seen a lot of like hate thrown Johanna's way. Like people just don't feel like she's good. I love her. I think she's fantastic, and I've used her quite a bit already. Just because there's a lot of time here, especially, you know, Albert hinted at it on the live stream, so we're gonna start the actual quartz here, chat. There's a lot of like hinting at it on the live stream about like how you guys have 2 years. The reason he said that is because he was talking about bond points, and in 2 years we get bond overflow, but for the next 2 years you don't have it. So you are going to have to like find ways to like spread your bonds so that you're not just sitting there using bond 15 units the whole time, because I'm sure for a lot of you guys, like that Castoria is either already at bond 15 or it's getting close for you. So having other supports that you can slot in to kind of work in that system is a good thing. And Johanna can also take out a wave herself. So that's one of the things I've used her as, is this sort of tertiary support, this third support that I can rotate in and get her to kind of at least carry some of that looping load. How good will NP1 Iskandar be in the future? I mean, he still hits hard. Certainly not the most meta unit, but he's not bad. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And at least for an MP1 unit, he'll hit a lot harder than a lot of other MP1 units. And yeah, for Saberdusa, y'all should be happy with Saberdusa. Saberdusa is a single target boss killing, looping quick saber with 50% charge and the ability to like stun lock her enemies some. So I actually think she's really nice. That we are about to get like, coming up next year, we're going to get an actual looping stun locking unit. And if you know, you know. Draco and Himiko for my Destiny Order, GSSR. How would you rate that? You pulled Draco, you just won the lottery. like period, end of story. There are people that will kill you in chat for that. Did I get cooked? No, you're fine. Oh, 800 Saint Quartz for Ace. Never mind, I didn't see that comment. Yes, you got cooked. You pretty much got as close as you could to pity without actually getting pity. Enjoy. A saber. Wait a minute. Hello, Purple Man. Purple Man is the new Red Man, chat. One is made of swords, the other wields all types of them. Yeah, I mean, again, another copy of Chastity's there is good, and basically a rare prism, so I can't get upset with that. What skill priority for Ace and Super Ryan? Firepower's on the middle skill. She has 2 charge skills, so you really need to level everything. To me, I'd probably go like 1-3-2, but I think you're kind of, if you're trying to like nickel and dime that, you need to just do everything you can to get everything there. Which actually I should check, but I'm pretty sure I've done my dailies on my main account here. Let's go check that real fast. Okay, I did. I had to make sure. I was like, I don't want to like mess that up somehow. And Galatea? Lan Ling, what? This is not a saber rate up game. Why are you giving me sabers? Huh? Spotted the accountant yet. What the heck? Okay, I get it. You want me to have sabers. I understand. I am always saber blessed. I get every saber imaginable. But this is a caster rate up game. This is not the right time. So it really just boils down to a lot of things, but Berserker here. Like, for instance, like, are you going to get, like, a Castoria Berserker or something? Nyalter. Nya. Nya, nya, nya. I pulled Aesc and only 60 quartz. Let's go. Nice, congratulations. I got Draco on the GSSR. I only chose her to flex joke. Well, now you see what happens when you flex joke. Again, chat, you can't blame yourself if you do something for that. Or sorry, you can't blame anyone else if you do something for like the lulz and then it happens. It's, I don't know what else to tell you. Where are my glasses? I don't normally use glasses. The Berserker grand battle there was pissing off a lot of people, and it was like, hey, wait, what do we do in this situation? And again, people did eventually come up with a solution of increasing or reducing the debuff resistance, but like still an issue, right? Like even with Castoria Berserker, she has two very wide niches. She is anti-divine and anti-chaotic. Those are really good, but they're not always going to be at play. So what do you do if it's not at play? Well, maybe you take someone else, or maybe you just, you know, struggle bust through it with that character. Is Ace good for like multiple damage dealers? Yeah. Though some people definitely like the third form, and I'm not going to complain if you do. But yeah, big hat, big floppy hat is fantastic. I really like 2. I don't. Hear me out. I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus here, but people that leave Aesc in Ascension 2 and then put her up on support are evil. You know what you're doing. You know it. You know it. So let me PSA here for everybody in the audience. Ascension 2 Aesc looks almost exactly like Castoria. Why is that a problem? Well, are you trying to pick a Castoria on your support? Oh shit, you just picked Aesc. So instead of taking an art support, you took a Buster AoE caster. So the PSA is Aesc is now loose in the wild. Y'all need to be careful about who you pick on your caster support. It's caused me too many scuffs on a lotto, Madge. Yep. I honest to God, I think it's only ever happened to me once. And if he's here in the audience, I don't know if he is, but it's Czar. Czar's the reason. Because Czar did keep his in the second form for a while, or maybe he had it on random. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was Czar was who I accidentally took. Once is enough. No, oh yeah, once you do it once, you'll never do it again. You'll watch for it like a hawk. It's actually diabolical. It is. If you go look at Fate's 15th anniversary website, you will see several people wrote letters to Nasu congratulating him and congratulating Fate on its 15th anniversary. One of those happens to be Miyazaki, aka Mr. FromSoft, aka the guy that is the lead creator of Elden Ring. They play each other's games. They love them. And Nasu talks all about like how much he loves Dark Souls. So yeah, you don't think that's an Elden Ring reference? Oh no, it definitely is. I mean, again, there were a lot of people, like, if you guys don't think Fate has a big, like, presence and impact on Japan, look no further than the recent Gundam G-Quux that came out. Literally, people were memeing the next to last episode. It kind of got revealed that, like, G-Quux is a lost belt. Like, unironically, it is the exact same concept as a lost belt. And everyone was going crazy over it. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely a thing there. You do see nods to other works in Japanese IPs, and I think like they all do it kind of hand in hand. It's all like honoring the other IP. They're all like, it's not like ripping each other off. They're literally just being like, that's such a cool concept. What if we took that concept and spun it in our own way and did this other stuff to it? And everyone's like, oh yeah, they were referencing that concept. Everybody knows that's the concept and everyone's celebrating it. Well, okay, so like, if any of you guys have played the Elden Ring DLC, Lena in the Elden Ring DLC is 100% Saber, 100%. And it's funny because I still remember like talking to people about this when it like first came out, and there were people like, no, that's not Saber. That doesn't look like Saber. That's not a Saber face reference. Yeah, no, it 100% is. 100%. And I guarantee if you go ask Miyazaki, he would just straight up tell you it is. Oh, finally. Maybe? And now I got punished. The king died of laughter. Zashu. Isn't Canis and Uma Musume reference? All right, please make it up to me, game. Chat, stop cursing my rolls with your Uma Musume. Stop horsing around, please. Thank you. Oh no, I ain't even saying that one out loud. Oh my god, the third caster. Thank you! Oh my god, man. That roll was diabolical. That roll was just evil incarnate. Holy crap. Third time's the charm, apparently. Well, at least we didn't go to pity. I can't really complain about that. Just absolutely evil. Absolutely. I don't know what it is, but to me, FGO still will always have like just the most entertaining gacha streams in that regard. Here, let me turn it on. Her name is Tonaliko, chat. Botanical Magecraft. Whoa, what is that? Huh? I didn't even get to read the line. That just went on for like 5 lines. You know, for a nerdy girl, she sure is talkative. Well, there we go. Copy number 1. All right, let's keep going. Maybe that's why they made her a summer servant. Probably, but it's like Trub said. I don't know if you guys were paying attention when he was talking about it in the video, because I was saying like, hey, it was kind of controversial when she came out. So with regards to her and just in general, any anniversary unit, the anniversary unit is always a bonus unit in the summer event that follows it. Always. I don't know why. It's just been something they've always done. And so with regards to her, it seems like that's kind of just what they did, is they just said, okay, well, she's going to be a bonus unit anyway, so let's just turn it into Summer Morgan. And I think that's fine, except for, like I said, I would have much rather, like, I don't know, like a year or two after that had a full-blown Summer Morgan instead of, like, you know, them kind of having to share the spirit origin here. For any of you guys that were here earlier in the year, I got taken to 3,000 plus quartz on back-to-back NP5s. So I toned down some of my role plans this year because of it. I said, okay, the game can screw me like that, but I'm just not going to roll as many units now because of it. Because I knew I still had 2 more NP5s to roll this year. When did the summer banners drop? They literally announced mid-July we're getting summer. So, like, right after anniversary. Lancer? Oh, no. I've been clayed. That's not a good sign. Man, my NP5 rolls hate me this year. It was not a good year for them. NP3 with a broom. Don't you dare, Aesc. You spell it the right way. You spell it the right way. You say her name properly. I'm gonna hammer this into him at this point. Gotta have a question. What should I be doing during the anniversary? Doing the anniversary or farming? What do you mean by doing the anniversary? Lancer again? Oh no. Parvati, okay. I was like, please just don't be in Kidu again. Things that'll immediately get you rewards. From there, you have half cost dailies. So at least make sure you're spending your storm pods because they're also half cost right now. Then go do like daily farming if you want. Zenobia, hello. Do I have NP5 for on NA yet? I don't think I do. I think that's actually a really good spook. Finally, the game gives me some payback. Though these spooks are wild right now. Might be a good time to catch up on story. Just saying. But if not, my advice is like go sit down, do training grounds, QP, or Ember Gathering, whichever one you feel like you need most for your account, because they are all available right now and they're all half cost. Now, chat, did you guys get what you wanted out of your GSSR? Since most of you guys, I think, already pulled. And are any of you guys waiting to pull? Got Locusta from a regular GSSR, and I have her at NP5. Hey, congrats. This is always a weird thing, and I've always told people this, but it's like, and I've been pretty transparent and upfront with it, but it's like, I told you guys, in a weird way, like, I'm not really a gacha gamer. I love FGO. I can analyze it and talk about the efficiency of it to like my heart's content, right? But originally, like, if anything, I'm an MMO player. I'm not a gacha game player. And I love playing a ton of games, like single player, multiplayer. I've tried out numerous other gacha games over the years, and I've never been able to stick with any of them. And I've realized it's because most of those other gacha games take you for granted. They just really try to like force you to play them constantly. And I'm not just talking about like a daily login or something. I'm talking like a whole bunch of other things. Please, dear God, let this be Aesc. No! Come on, Gabe. Now you're just being evil. I've tried out other gacha games. They really feel like they take you for granted. They FOMO the ever-loving crap out of you. They try to give you all these like tchotchke. Whoops. Let's convert. They try to give you all these like tchotchke things that you have to do. So like, Oh, you got to go do your PvP today. Oh, you got to go do your guild raid today. Oh, you got to go do your single raid. Oh, you got to go do your guild PvP today. Oh, you got to go like I hate it. I freaking hate it. It's like they feel more like management simulators to me rather than just like an actual game where I get to play the game and I get to enjoy the game. To me, I'm like, okay, well, a lotto happens every so often. It's basically twice yearly. I'm like, that's not that big of an ask compared to like, oh, hey, you have to be doing that constantly. If it were that way, I don't think I would probably enjoy FGO nearly as much. You know, no sugarcoating it. That's just a really, really solid effect. Oh, chat, hold on. I have to switch which account I'm on. This is going to be a brief minute here. Okay, making the purchase now, chat. Give me 1 second. Is NP2 enough? Of Aesc? Yeah, I mean, NP2 is going to do really good. How long after Ordeal Call 2 is the MiHoYo collab? Wait, MiHoYo or MiHoYo? Like, if you're talking about the MiHoYo HSR collab with Saber, that's like literally right around the corner, I think. If you're talking about MiHoYo, God, when was that? Was that like April, chat? Next April? Okay, yeah. You're gonna instead sit there and be like, but I've used Constantine. He's okay. Like, I can use him properly. And you're right, because there is nothing wrong with that statement. The game has always... Okay, I don't know what that was. I literally have my hands behind my back right now, so I was like, I didn't touch that. The game has always been about, like, making the most of your account and playing with the units you want to play with. And that's why, like, I see people all the time throw around, like, this is the best, this is the worst, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, it's very rare for me to actually say much about that. The reason I had to say it with Constantine back in the day is because it truly kind of was the case. He didn't have much reason to be taken over, like, any other unit. Same time, knowing full well that the unit did have some struggles and some issues, I was not going to sit there and stump for people to roll for the unit, right? Whereas, like, normally I will. Normally I will actually, like, try to make the best case for a unit and why people should get them. Mid-July, the Annie campaign ends, so like the 18th. Yep. So that's some like big brain concept, and not everyone's gonna have the capability to do that. Like, and I don't blame it. That's honest to God, I do think that's one of the double-sided saber. I do think that's one of the reasons why over the years there are so many salty people, so many ex-salty like FGO players. And I think it's like they didn't get the role that they want is the big one, and the other one is like they had account issues somehow. I got Oberon Destiny, nice. Ruler Scotty GSSR, and 400 Saint Courts after. I'm not having any, and I feel blessed. I hope you the best. Thank you, appreciate it. Watching along as it takes for you? It might take a long time. We're still on NP1. The gacha giveth and the gacha taketh, and right now it is takething. But chat, while you're my captive audience, I am also your captive audience. So is there anything chat would like to discuss about the game? I got Castoria on Destiny order. Not lucky with standard GSSR though. I wanted Koyan, but I got Kama and Oki to Saber. I'm happy nonetheless. Yeah, just be happy for what you get usually. Best leaves of evocation unit. Right now available on NA, probably Jerker, aka John Alter Berserker. Kentoki's probably the close second, and probably Hoku Saber after that. So like for me right now, it is why I have not gone back in a hot second. Because before that point, yeah, God, I beat Elden Ring like 4 or 5 times with different builds. Okay, it's on my rotation of games that I play frequently, and yet I haven't been back since the DLC now. I had to switch to a bleed build for the final boss. Yep, I think a lot of people did. Hated the choice of the last boss also. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I do agree with that. I actually feel like the last boss choice, some people really like that. I actually felt like that was uninteresting to a large degree. I understand what they were trying to do with it, but like I would have rather it was a different motif is what they went with. For Ace coins, does she need an append now or just save for append 5 in a year? That's up to you. Like I said, you're kind of good if you want to go ahead and unlock at least one because you could always switch it. Though admittedly, there's no guarantee we right away when we get the 4th and the 5th append that we get the how do I put this? That we get the exact same like thing that JP got, or we get it early. So it could be that we get the fixes early right as we get the 4th and the 5th append, or it could be that we have to wait a couple months like JP did for their fixes. Sorry, whenever I do this chat, this is just me purchasing quartz. We're still rolling. Gold orbs, please, dear God, give me some movement. Please. Please. Ah, thank God. Okay, that's long overdue. So the drought ended there. Whew. Finally, yeah. That was a like 6, almost 700 quartz copy there. So that was rough. Ah, sweet relief. Yep. These are rough. It happens. You know, I'm gonna be curious. Are they gonna give us like 10 times suck rate or some crazy thing at like 10th Annie? It's gonna be really interesting watching JP's anniversary, because it's like I feel like there's so much potential and capability there for them to like go crazy in ways that we maybe like couldn't even fathom otherwise. Remember when Korean Sky of Light came out and there was that bugged guaranteed great success rate? Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of hilarious. It's funny because I never got to take advantage of that, but it's just like, they never really did anything about it either, did they? Assassin. Okay, Emmy, I had some sneaking suspicion that was going to be Jack, and I was like, Jesus, please. Who do you think the Annie-Star one's going to be? Everyone keeps asking me that. I think it's going to be Solomon, but I have my reasons for it, but I really don't want to talk about it because there's potential for spoilers. Imagine reducing pity by half. Okay, I can imagine that. So let's say they reduce pity by half. That probably means the amount of Saint Quartz you just got from Anniversary gets reduced down from like 600 something to 3. It also probably means that other sources of Saint Quartz in the game go to like nil, and they basically just kind of start stripping out any sort of like overtime reward from the game. It's just that it would begin to further push more people towards having to pay money into the game in order to be able to play it at a decent level. Pity for 4 stars is an interesting concept. I've sat there and I've thought about it before, and it's like, how would a pity for a 4-star rate up work, and like what would they do with it, and like what would be the acceptable amount? And that I'm not sure. I definitely like empathize with people. To me, what I would rather have is I would rather have pity roll over. If pity rolled over, then they could go back to doing their like single rate ups where they just rotate the 4-star rate ups rather than just, oh, the 4 stars never rotate, because right now, as the system currently exists, any change to a banner means that pity gets reset. Yeah, I mean, even for me, chat, I've gone over 3,000 numerous times, and my worst, for instance, my worst roll, chat, ever is worse than that theoretical maximum amount. My worst rolls ever were like 4,700 quartz. That is just fucking awful. Double-sided archer. Please be Zenobia again. Hey, wow, I can't believe I called that. The odds of that are really low. I wonder if the bug that JP had with the missions that caused negative Saint Quartz thing will still exist. I know Ash got hit with negative Saint Quartz, and that was he redeemed from the mission, and then he immediately had 30 quartz, so he rolled, and so he got hit with negative. But yeah, it's like apparently there was a bug. Lancer Dusa. I almost wanted to call her Saber Dusa. Yeah, Medusa Lily. She's somebody I already have NP5 of. That's a rare prism. Is Aesc making you salty? No. Why? I mean, like, the rolls could certainly be better, but like right now they're not god-awful terrible, they're just not great. Ryder. Alright, now I'm salted. I mean, it's not a bad roll, don't get me wrong, but like that's actually a really good spook, but now that's 2 SSR spooks. So we've got 2 Aesc, 2 SSR spooks. We're batting 500 here, which in FGO is really bad. I'm so jealous of it. Yeah, like I said, it's a good spook. I'm just like, God damn it. Maybe a 10x super and great success would be time to pull the ripcord on that experience stack. You're not wrong. Oh, no. Writer again. Wang Fei Hu. Okay. I actually don't know if I have NP5. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure when we rolled for Huyan Zhou, he just started coming in spades. Have you tried taking off the faux hat for better luck? No, that doesn't work. That'll just somehow make it worse. Foe will curse me from that point. Chad, if only I could turn my FP. If only I could turn my FP into quartz. If only I could turn my FP into quartz. Same 3 billion FP, by the way. Yeah, same 42 million FP, by the way. 2025 has not been kind to you, Cat, as far as the gacha goes. Oh no, you're not wrong. Summer Melu is going to be an interesting one. I'll have to think about like how deep I want to go on that banner. Because like I have all the units on the JP side of things. Yes! There we go. There's NP3. All right, that helps things out a little bit more. So we're averaging 1 copy every 500 quartz now. I wish we had the button in the bottom right that lets you directly click on which gacha banner you want to go to. Well, we have the one at the bottom of the screen when you're on the like base like screen, right? So like down here. Sorry, my fingers can't touch it. This stuff. This does allow you to like switch between them. I just realized I got my 5th Columbus from Destiny Order. Nice. Yes! There we go. Rate's getting better. All right. Whew. Dance pool. Yeah. Okay, let me double check something here. Okay, there hasn't been a USO, so nobody that I pulled is a USO yet. Zerktoria is close, but the Zerktoria banner is better than this one, chat. Like, I actually want NP5 of the 5 stars. I gotta buy a pack anyways, chat, one way or the other. You need more paid coins anyways? Right. Just got here, how you doing? Could be better. Zol, thank you for the follow. At least you'll MLB that new 5-star C. Oh, I don't want to know how many copies I have of it now. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Hell yeah. That's not bad. Now we're pretty much like, we're a little over average, but it's so close it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, baby, a double. Why would you say that? Fuck, CAD beat my rolls. How bad were yours? 90 Saint Quartz over average? Yeah, it's like, that's not bad. I'll take that. I'm dead serious, chat. I am A-okay with this outcome now. And honestly, honest to God, now with this result, having gotten the 2 SSR spooks, yeah, that's fantastic. Like, I will absolutely take the big wang there. She took me to Pound Town, hit pity with her. Oh, no. I did not think she was going to show up there. So, chat, I'm dead serious. You want to know what my plan is? You want to know what my plan was? My plan was to purchase this pack because I had to anyways because I couldn't do my GSSRs without it. And it was to literally roll down to, like, the next closest thing to 45 quartz. If I didn't get her, I was USOing. That was my plan. So that just saved 10 USOs. That just saved 10 USOs. Because like I said, I'm just sitting there thinking, it's like, yeah, no, I would rather use a USO here on a banner that doesn't have a whole lot of like there's no rate up 4-star, there's no like I already have MLB of the CE, there's like no reason to continue to rolling this banner. And so I looked at that and I just said, yeah, it's probably a good idea for me to like use the USO here, which was my original plan, and I knew it, and I was sitting there, I was like, man, finished rolling. Yeah, let me grab that. Because that really is, we just got away with murder. I don't know if chat realized it. Oh my god, dude. Anyways, thank you guys for coming to stream. Thank you guys for all the support. Always appreciate it. Welcome again to all the new followers. And again, I hope you guys enjoy FGO's anniversary. I hope you guys have the best of luck for the coming year with your gacha rolls. And I will see you guys for the next one later. Just real quick here, let me go look, because I'm just morbidly curious as to like what NP level that was. NP5 clay. Holy shit. All right, that's actually good. The problem is now clay is a USO if they ever show up.